Hello, and welcome to the Harmony Release Seeder MusicBrainz tutorial. Today we'll be covering the basics of how to use the Harmony Release Seeder and how to look up data from various streaming services. First of all, a seeder is any tool that can enter data from a streaming service or digital music distributor into MusicBrainz. The first screen that you see here is the release lookup interface for Harmony. You can enter a provider URL, which must be an album URL, not a track or an artist URL, though we will cover artist lookups in another tutorial later. A barcode, which is a way to uniquely identify digital releases, like a product at a store. And you can specify the region Harmony looks up album data in, though this only affects a few providers like Apple Music. Next, we'll be covering Harmony's settings page, where you can customize your default providers and change how Harmony behaves. Here, you can choose the default providers for Harmony to use for lookup, and the ones that will be enabled when you first load the website. I recommend enabling the MusicBrainz provider in order for Harmony to check for releases already existing in MusicBrainz. Additionally, you can change the default region for Harmony to do release lookups in. The seeder target is another thing I recommend you change. By default, it is set to _blank, which means the import button opens MusicBrainz in a new tab, which can get messy when importing many releases at once. Instead, we can replace it with _self to open it in the current tab. Next, we'll be covering the release lookup process, which looks up album data from streaming services. First, we'll be looking up an album from Spotify. As we can see, Harmony has found the album on Spotify, but it has also found it on Deezer, Apple Music, and Tidal. It has done this by using the barcode it found on Spotify to look up the album on other platforms. Here we can see all the information Harmony was able to pull from Spotify and see comparisons between the data on each streaming service. Oftentimes you'll find small differences in the way each provider displays data. Whichever provider you have used for the lookup will usually be preferred over the others. At the bottom is the Import into MusicBrainz button, which is used to import the album into MusicBrainz. A shocker, I know. However, we are not going to be entering any releases in this tutorial. That will be covered in the next tutorial and the dedicated release editing tutorial, which will both be linked in the description. Next, we'll be covering an album from Apple Music, also known as iTunes. This album, unlike the last one, is only available on Apple Music. You can see that Harmony couldn't find it on Spotify, Tidal, or Deezer. One unique thing about Apple Music lookups is Apple Music will occasionally be missing a barcode from Harmony. That doesn't mean the album doesn't have a barcode, it just means Harmony wasn't able to find it. We'll be covering other methods of finding barcodes in a later tutorial, so check the description for a link to the playlist. Next, we'll be covering a release from Deezer. This release was already present in MusicBrainz, as you can see that Harmony was actually able to find a MusicBrainz release here. What this means is you will see an Update External Links in MusicBrainz button, which will allow you to add the Deezer URL to the already existing release. If you click this, hit Continue, and then scroll all the way down, you can see that Harmony was able to append the Deezer URL to the bottom of the URL relations. Next, we'll be covering a release on Tidal. This release is unique because the album artists were not able to be found in MusicBrainz. The data mostly looks the same, but you may notice the artists are missing MusicBrainz icons. This means that Harmony couldn't find a URL associated with the artist on that artist page. Whenever you go to enter it, you must first find the artist before continuing to enter the release. Finally, we'll be covering an album from Bandcamp. Bandcamp is unique because most of the time, Bandcamp albums will not have a barcode associated with them. Because we have no way to ensure that the album on Bandcamp matches the other streaming services, they should usually be entered as a separate release, so there are exceptions. When importing a secondary release like this, MusicBrainz will usually find an existing release group. Make sure you select the correct group before entering the album information. That is all we're going to cover in this Harmony tutorial. In the next tutorial, we'll be covering the next steps, including entering a full release and how to use Harmony's release actions to enter data like ISRCs and album cover art. Thank you for watching, and please check out the next tutorial in the description.